Hello everyone, and welcome back to Technically Unsure, where I'm not really sure what I'm doing technically.
Could you check again?
Yet here we are. So today we are going to once again dive deep into the world of tiny computers. So this little computer is actually very powerful and expensive, and for a change, it is not a rock chip based SBC. I'm really excited about that part because the last, I think like 5, 6, 7 videos in SBCs that we've been doing, it's always RK3588, RK3588S, or Raspberry Pi. So for a change, it's none of those. For this video, of course, as you might have seen in the video title, it is about Radxa Zero 2 Pro. So Radxa been killing it recently, to be honest. I'm very impressed with this company. I didn't know much about. I think like for the last 2 years, they piqued my curiosity. Now let me bring it. Okay, I just received it. So this is the Radxa Zero 2 Pro. That's very important. Actually, the keyword here being Pro, because Radxa Zero 2 been out for like 3 years. This is Radxa Zero 2 Pro. And also it's Pro in terms of money, we will talk about that. This came out like a month ago, 20 days ago, something like that. This bad boy is $65. Yeah, believe it or not, it's $65. So let me grab my mighty knife and gently remove this wrap. This is what you get. And yeah, we're gonna talk about specs. We don't need to read it. And once you open this up, here is the board. Beautiful, beautiful. The antenna was already attached, so that's how they ship it. Let me rotate that around actually. We have this bad boy here. And as I said, this one does not use, just so you can see, and the back, okay? So that's the board. This board does not use rock chip. This one is using AmLogic A311D, which is a 12 nanometer SoC, and it contains ARM G52 MP4 GPU, and it contains a quad ARM Cortex A73, which caps at 2.2 gigahertz, and quad ARM Cortex A53 at 1.8 gigahertz. It's very, very powerful, and also it's very small, right? Contains a neural network accelerator, which they claim it runs at 0.8 gigahertz frequency, so 800 megahertz. So anyway, which they say, again, these are all claims. I just saw this on their website. So they were saying that it can do 5 TOPS, right? Trillion operation per second. And although that's on 8-bit integer, operations, okay? Still impressive. I mean, look at the board, look at the size, right? You gotta give it to them. I bought the only version that was in stock, right? I wanted to get it as soon as possible. So this bad boy here, I paid $65, and this was 4 gigabyte RAM, and 16 gigabyte eMMC. Apparently there is 8 gigabyte RAM version as well for the RAM. There is 4 or 8, that's it. For eMMC, there's 32 or 64 gigabit eMMC versions, and also a version with no eMMC at all. But seems like they are not in stock, at least on the, I don't know, A-Race, RS, whatever website. And they also, I just saw it. I didn't know when I was ordering it. I didn't see it, or maybe it wasn't there. There is a very cool heat sink that sits on top of all here, right? And does have a small fan in here. And that's like $8. I like the way it looks. So if I had seen it when I was ordering this, I would have definitely bought it. But I didn't see it, so unfortunately I don't have it now. I just wanted to get my hands on this board as soon as possible and just wanted to try it. So anyway, if you want, you can definitely, if you want to get this, I highly recommend these $8 extra for that beautiful heat. And they are claiming that this bad boy can do H.265 encoding decoding 4K videos at 60 FPS and 264 decoding up to 4K at 30 FPS, 30 frames per second, and it can deliver 4K video at 60 FPS through the micro HDMI. So let me grab my mighty pen. Let's go through the stuff that is on here on the board. Here we go. So here on top you have that 40-pin GPIO, which I love, honestly, and also seems like this now 40-pin GPIO is the standard. And I really like the Radxa's color-coded GPIO pins, the red ones than others. So the black ones are the ground and all that stuff. So I really like this. I don't think others are doing it. If other companies doing it, please let me know. Maybe this is Radxa thing. Maybe Radxa is copying someone else. I don't know. But I just like it because I see this on every Radxa board, recently at least. We have a wireless and Bluetooth module. So wireless is dual, so it can do 2.4 gigahertz or the 5 gigahertz, and Bluetooth is 5.0. Okay, keep that in mind. And here, the first USB-C port in here is the USB 2.0 OTG Type-C. So probably we are going to use this to program the eMMC. I have to check. And then there is the USB 3 host here, USB 3.0 host USB-C port. And then we got two buttons in here. So apparently one is power and one is mask ROM buttons. Then we have the micro HDMI that I just mentioned, right? That's right here, the micro HDMI. In here we have the fan header. Okay, so this is for that fan header connection. And in here, we have the minipc for camera connection, okay? So we're gonna check all that. And oh, by the way, before I flip it over, in the middle, we have, as you can see, this bad boy is the SoC. So that is A311D AmLogic, and this right next to it is LPDDR4 RAM. Okay, so mine is 4 gigabyte version. Here on the side, we have the micro SD card, TF card, flash card, micro SD card slot. Here is the eMMC. I got the one with 16 gigabyte. And here we have the DSi. All right, got that. So this is for DisplayPort connection. Yeah, it's very small. So initially, I thought it's exactly same size as a Raspberry Pi Zero 22W. It's not. So this way, it is equal. So both are 65 on this side, okay? But on this side, this one is 35 millimeters, but Raspberry Pi is 30 millimeters. So this right here, that 5 millimeter this one is bigger than the Raspberry Pi. In that, it's like not much, so a little bit, 5 millimeters, okay? So, but it is very, very powerful, at least on the paper, But I started to like Radxa. I don't know, I think what they're claiming going to turn out to be true. And their documentation looks to be, solid. And I am only going to use the official images to test it right now. Overall, this looks very impressive, tiny little SBC. And, but as we do around here, as you know, we gotta check, even though it's Radxa. So we had cases of, tech specs and promises, and we are going to do this, we're going to do that, and then I buy the board, I try something with it, like even GPIO doesn't work. Anyway, not gonna go there. So anyway, let me power up this board, bring, the HDMI cable. There is no Ethernet, so we're gonna go Wi-Fi, and grab SD image. So I saw on their website, there is official Ubuntu and Debian images. So I'm gonna grab both of them. And yeah, let me grab mouse and keyboard connection and all that stuff, and we take it from there. I will be right back. All right, so I connected everything up, and I have put this camera to capture the power consumption, which I checked it. It's always 5 volts, and it's 0.4, 0.5, even under the load. Okay. So one thing I have to throw it out there, honestly, The Ubuntu image is not really good. Just Team Radxa, if you're listening, the Ubuntu image that you built for this one is no bueno. All right, go check that out. It's not working properly. There is some issue with the XZ and Squash FS. I'm sure you know, because the Debian one came with Firefox, and in the other one, because of that Squash FS in Ubuntu and stuff, I couldn't install anything with Snap. So anyway, I am sure they know. So yeah, hopefully they will address it. So let's do a fast fetch first. I installed this fan. I know it's janky, but trust me, it's doing a great job to cool this board. And I also put some heatsink on it, the gold one, as you can see on the screen, right? So yeah, it is fine. And I checked the temperatures, it's doing fine. And I connected a mouse and keyboard. And also remember, in the other camera, you can see the power consumption, okay? So this is the Debian 12.5 and Radxa Zero 2 Pro, and this is the resolution of the screen right now, and it is ARM v8, Panfrost, and yeah, it detected the GPU as well, and I checked that it's working, and that's my IP address. Yeah, so everything looks great, right? Let's do a couple of benchmarks. I got started with the Wi-Fi, I guess. So let's see if my iPerf is up. Server. Yeah, that's what I saw as well as I was downloading. I don't know, for whatever reason, I'm not getting fast connection with the Wi-Fi. Maybe the antenna is no bueno. Maybe something else is not good. Something is off. Yeah, when I was downloading stuff, I was trying to download some 4K sample video. It was a little bit slow. Just so you know, yeah, it's maybe the antenna, maybe something else. I am not getting what I'm expecting. So Wi-Fi is a little bit slow. That being said, let's do a quick sysbench also. Why I'm not making this bigger, right? Okay, so let me clear it again. And so sysbench threads equals 4 CPU run. All right. Oh, wow. As you can see, we are getting 8,000 in the sysbench. And remember the golden number, right? Raspberry Pi 5, we are 10,000, 10,300. So it's very close to Raspberry Pi 5. Let's not say very close. It's close. It's close to Raspberry Pi 5. As you know, this contains 4 A52 and the A76, right? So it does have two quad cores and other cores as well. So it is kind of expected, honestly. And remember, we are running KDE. That's the image that they provided. KDE is a little bit heavier compared to GNOME and other desktop environments. So we are doing 8,200, let's say, in the sysbench. Let's do a stress NG. We're done. So we are getting 3548 ops. That's the ops. It looks why it was okay. So that's actually very high. What's happening? Did I enter something wrong? Or I am misremembering the score? But this looks high. Anyway, I will check, but this looks high. It's very good. So yeah, that's it. And let me see the 7Z. Okay, we are done here. And as you can see, average instructions is here. So total 85,000. Yeah, it's actually very fast, very impressive. It's very close to, yeah, as I said, close to Raspberry Pi 5. So yeah, so far it's very impressive. Just the Wi-Fi is a little bit underwhelming, but maybe something else is wrong. Anyway, let's keep going. Also, let me show you If we open up the P sensor, I didn't want to slow down the CPU to spend a lot of time doing this and you know, refreshing the UI and everything. But yeah, if you want me to keep it there, I will keep it there. But yeah, it's always cool. Don't worry about it. So I'm cooling it. But if you buy probably their own heatsink thing, it's much better. But yeah, it's not CPU throttling at all. I just want to show you that. And let's try the GL Mark II. All right, so we are done, and our GL Mark score is 1300. As I said, it's very capable and very powerful. I don't exactly remember the GL Mark II ES2 score from the Raspberry Pi 5, but as you saw, it had no problem rendering that windowed 800 by 600 video. I also can check with the videos, sample videos. I downloaded a bunch. I believe if we go to the downloads folder, yeah. So let's do FFplay, and let's start with 4G. That, I think the LG Istanbul one was 4K. So let's try that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit struggling. It's dropping frames. Maybe it's the focus thing. Let me keep it on this. Yeah, no. It's struggling. At least with FFmpeg it's struggling. So also let me close these. Oh yeah, the temperatures was rising for the first time. I saw that 51. Okay. So let's go lower. I had also 1080p. Let's go 60 FPS first. FFplay 1.8. Yeah, 60 FPS. Let's try this. Okay, yeah, 1080p, 60 FPS. It's not dropping any frames almost. Yeah, it drops when I switch the window. Okay, so we're good here. So 1080p, 60 FPS, it can handle, but 4K, I believe not. Let's try it in browser. Also, you saw that, right? I'm gonna close it just in case this is affecting. Remember, it's a small computer. It's already running KDE. I don't want it to run a lot of other stuff, you know, in the background or foreground. So let me open this up. Yeah, it's a little bit slow, as you can tell. Okay, so let's see the quality. Oh, 480, okay. Let's start with 1080p, 60 FPS. Let's see how it goes. But again, remember Wi-Fi was slow, so yeah, it's dropping frames. It's dropping frames. Not good, not bad, but yeah, it's dropping frames. Maybe, let me copy the URL, let me close this. If I go to Chromium, maybe it's better, maybe, let's see. Oh, very nice, copy didn't work. Yeah, it's stuttering here and there, and believe me, the Ubuntu was worse, so Debian image is better than the two. So all right, yeah, okay, let's try it again. Okay, it's already dropping frames even in 720. So yeah, I'm gonna say Chromium or no Chromium, it's not going to be able to handle 1080p at 60 FPS. Again, it might not be necessarily for the codec and the SoC, maybe it's related to Wi-Fi. But for that I tried FFmpeg with an offline MP4 file, but that also, yeah, it's okay kinda, plays. Yeah, it stutters here and there, but yeah, okay. Let me see. Hopefully my capture card also supports it. I am going to try. Oh yeah, it stutters. You see, it stuttered now. But it could be related to the desktop environment, the KDE, and all the processes that are running, overwhelming the system maybe. I don't know why they didn't have the GNOME version or some other maybe lighter desktop environment. Anyway, let me see if I can increase the resolution. I guess not. So that one didn't work. Let's step it up a notch. 2560, 4040p. Let's see. Okay, yeah, 4040p works, and yeah, my capture card should really have no problem capturing 4K as well. But yeah, didn't work for 4K, at least on KDE on this. So anyway, I'm gonna go back to 1080p because it will look bigger on the screen for you guys. So yeah, it doesn't support 4K 60 hertz as they were claiming. Maybe if I drop it to 30, let me try it one more time. Let's see. Oh, did you see that? Yeah, so 4K 60 FPS, it's not going to work. Let's try 50. Let's see. Nope, 30 is the cap. 30 is the cap. So just so you know, 4K, you can do 30 hertz, not more. At least my board, my case here, as you can see, it's not working. Now I have to wait for that 20 something second timeout to timeout and go back to the previous acceptable resolution. Hopefully it will go. Yeah, so yeah, it is, as I said, a little bit underwhelming in terms of, what is advertised versus what I'm seeing. Don't get me wrong, it is still very, very impressive. It's not exactly matching up the advertisement, I'm gonna say. And right now it seems like it's just stuck. Okay, sorry, I have to do this. Okay. So also this way you can also see the boot time maybe. Let's see if we get any signal first. Okay, yeah, so oh yeah, we already corrupted a bunch of files. Anyway, so yeah, this is the 4K with anything above 30 hertz does not work, but other resolutions work fine. And yeah, video playback, I think when you 1080p 60 FPS is like kind of pushing it too hard, at least in KDE. If they do it and provide other images with other desktop environments, maybe it's related to that, and you see it's stuck now. Yeah, it's stuck with that resolution. Okay, so that one is corrupted. Let me try to fix it. Yeah, there you go. So the refresh rate was 50, that's why it wasn't working. Let's set it to 30 and reboot. So just so you see what I did, nano, home folder, local share, case screen, and whatever the file is there, that's a JSON config file. Replace whatever the resolution or refresh rate you want, and then I give it a reboot. I don't really necessarily have to do a reboot. I think if we go back, STDM. All right, let's reboot. So yeah, we have some issues in there regarding the resolution and what it supports. Okay, let me grab a bunch of cables and let's test out the GPIO pins. Okay, because I installed that fan header, we are going to need one side male, one side female for this to work. Let me grab a red and a black. And let me grab the multimeter, put it over there. Okay, and then we are going to discover the GPIO together. I am just going to connect this side to my multimeter. Okay, all right, so let's go, and the final test is going to be the GPIO. I remember I looked it up before, and it had, in the wiki page for Radxa, they did not have 02 Pro. So we are going to go with the 02 and hope the GPIO pins and numbers and whatever is going to match. Let's just hope that. Oh man. Okay. Okay, let's fix the resolution ASAP before it goes bad again. Oh, it's so tiny, and that's why I didn't want to use a 4K. But as you can see, 4K at 30 FPS, at 30 Hertz, it works, okay? Just keep that in mind. Let's go with, yeah, 1080p. That's better. Okay, yeah, that's good. Okay, now, let me open the terminal. By the way, that's the F12, okay? Yeah, before F12 and that, let me show you. I'm just gonna Google it in front of you so we see it together. It's it doesn't say Radxa 02 Pro. Let me show you. Radxa, let's go to google.com. Yeah, you see the stutters, you see the hangs, you see the freezes. Yeah, okay. Oh man, it froze again. Yeah, my mouse is not moving. Oh, wow. Oh, again, another stutter. I don't like it. I don't like it. Something is no good. Yeah, it's stuck again. It's freezing again. What's happening? What's happening? It's not the temperatures. Anyway, 02 Pro GPIO, right? Yeah, so that's the regular page. That's the sales page. This is the wiki page. So let's go here and grab the GPIO pins and let's see if we can get anything to work. Oh yeah, it says 02 Pro as well. Okay, so the title says 02, but inside it says 02 Pro. Whoa, wow, it keeps hanging. Is it the Firefox? What's happening? I don't know, I just want the GPIO pin. Yeah, it's hanging. Anyway, okay, let's try and do something here, okay? Let me grab a ground. So, let's put the ground in number here. So from the left side here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I put the ground. So you see it on this camera and in this one as well, hopefully. Hopefully. Okay. All right. Yeah, you see it. Okay. So now I'm going to do, let's go with this pin. So 1, 2, 3 below that. So going to be 1, 2, 3. Okay. So right now it's high already. Okay, and the GPIO pin number is 432. Let's go here, sudo Radxa. By the way, username and password is Radxa, Radxa. And let's do, okay. Echo 432, what was that? 432, 2. Oh man, it's hanging. It keeps freezing. Jesus, okay. Sys class GPI. What's going on? What is going on? It's okay, it's not freezing, so what? There is no, what? What happened? There is no GPIO? There is no sysfs? What's happening? So yeah, there is no sys sys class GP. Yeah, there is no GPIO. sysfs is not here. Ooh, that sucks. Okay, let's see if there is a library provided by them. Okay, so there are some GPIO numbers. Okay, it's stuck again. It's freezing again. It's stuck. Look. Okay. So I2C device, PWM device, UART, SPI, GPIO. Okay, it's stuck again. Look, 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 look. Mouse is not moving. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's coming back. Yeah, it's stuck again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 seconds. Ooh, Radxa, what's going on? Oh, stuck again. Okay, I'm done. Okay, I'm done. It's stuck again. It's stuck again. Yep, it's stuck again. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm closing the Firefox. I'm done. I'm so done. What is happening? It's not good. It can't be. Is it just me? What's happening? Okay, it's stuck for good now. Wow. Wow. That was a disappointment. It's stuck. It's just stuck. Yep. Okay. Oh. Wow. It doesn't even drop to TTY 4. Wow. Okay. All right. I'm removing all that. Take that out. Put it back. Okay. Okay. So as I said in the beginning of the video, it's always you see something in the description and documentation, in the advertisement, but then you try. I know a lot of it going to be blamed on the operating system. I don't think it's a good choice for this board. It's a tiny board and they went with KDE. It is a little bit heavy. I mean, there are so many other lightweight desktop environments for Linux. Even GNOME is a little heavy. You know, there's even lighter ones. But yeah, this is disappointment. It keeps freezing. I don't know. Okay. Let me try with the Chromium maybe. Okay, it takes a while to just. By the way, in the camera, you see it showed ZFM IoT connected. Hide that. Wow! Look! 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 It's freezing again. There you go. Oh! Oh! Chrome crashed. Yeah. Okay, let's go with a lighter browser. Let's go with Conquer. If it is related to browser, I don't even know if it is related, but yeah, let's see if it is freezing even in Conquer. So, okay, what was what I was doing? Wiki page, yeah. Okay, so far it's better. It's not. Oh, I jinxed it. Okay, it is freezing less. Okay, it's hanging less than the Firefox and Chrome. So yeah, it's definitely something related to the CPU and board and all that stuff. Okay, anyway, let's see the GPIO. We were doing GPIO. Okay, it's hanging again. All right. Yeah, okay. Let's not make this video any longer. Yeah, GPIO, I don't think it's there. The sys class is not there. Okay, it's hanging again. So it keeps hanging for me at least, and I assure you it's not related to voltage. As you can see in the other camera, I'm providing enough power, and the cooling is more than efficient. I know it looks ugly, but I put a heatsink, I put this on, and you saw the temperature is not there. It's not, that's not the problem. Okay, so it's not the temperature, it's not the voltage. It is something else. By the way, that 5 volts, 0.4 amp is because I have the fan running. If I remove the fan, okay, look, that's 0.2 amp, okay? So it is impressive, I get it. It's very impressive, and it's really good. Let me zoom in. That's the board, okay? It's very impressive. It is, yeah, it's not toasty at all, It's not toasty. The Wi-Fi antenna is connected. The heatsink is on. It's not even hot. Not even the slightest bit. You know what? I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Look, you look for yourself. Look, here's the board, okay? 25C. Yeah, my room is cool, and it is 25C, as you can see here. Yeah, it doesn't go above that. It's 25C and 30C, and yeah, so it's definitely not related to heat, okay? Heatsink is more than enough, and it's doing its job, and 28, 29C, okay? So it's not the heatsink. Okay, so as you see, it's not related to heat, it's not related to the voltage. I could not get it, but it keeps hanging and freezing. And let's go to the downloads. Let's see if there is any other. Okay, that's not even working on Radxa. Okay, it's hanging again. Yeah. Okay, so this is a brand new board, and looks like they haven't gotten their act together on this one. Actually, it's been like a month, right? But I was expecting more from Radxa. But yeah, I'm just reporting to you guys as is. Currently, GPIO does not work, and as you can see, the operating system that they provided, the KDE one that I downloaded from their own website, it's not good at all. The Ubuntu have a lot of other problems, and I didn't even get into it. It does have some kernel missing, kernel modules, SquashFS and XZ and other stuff. Maybe it's related to the recent XZ backdoor caused some panic. I didn't removed it or something. I don't know. It's not there. And because it's not there, like Snap doesn't work. I couldn't install Firefox or Chrome, and I think they also couldn't install it, so they shipped it without, because this one had it. I didn't install it. It came with it. So anyway, the Debian one is better, but it keeps hanging here and there for no reason, especially when you're using it or browsing the web. It can't do 4K at 60 FPS as is claimed, but they can do 4K at 30, and video encoding and decoding with FFmpeg or with the Chrome, it does not, it can't do that. It is dropping frames. So, and GPIO, as you can see, there is no sysclass GPIO in this. I'm sure they will get it done. They have done it for every other board they have, but yeah, even you see their web page is broken. Yeah, that's no good. That's no good. Okay, so there's also another page. Let's check that. See, it's hanging again. It's hanging again. Yeah, so this page had some files in it. See, I downloaded from here. Oh, it's hanging again. Okay. Yeah, there you go. That's what I downloaded. There are two, and I downloaded these two. As I told you, Ubuntu does not work. Debian is the one that works. This is the one that I'm running, is exactly this one. So when you come here, you can see that oh, it's stuck again. It's stuck again. Yeah, so I downloaded the Ubuntu and the Debian. Yeah, it's keep getting stuck. Anyway, this didn't work. Anyway, yeah, as it is, yeah, October 24th, 2023, those are the release dates. Unacceptable. Anyway, I am not going to recommend to you guys to buy this board for now. Okay, right before I go, I actually want to show you one more thing. I think the Armbian is saving Radxa's ass in here, and I hope these guys are getting paid by Radxa or some donation, because look at this. I installed the Armbian and already 4K 60 Hertz as promised in the documentation is working. So the troubles and errors and problems that you saw in the previous part of the video, it is all related to the official images released by Radxa themselves. So if I was Radxa, I would have probably supported Armbian guys 10 times. Anyway, if they haven't done, they should. So that being said, let me show you a couple of things. So if we do a new fetch in here, as you can see, we are running Armbian, and so far from what I've been using and testing it, it's not stuttering. It's not stuttering. So if I do, I'm not gonna do all the tests again. So Radxa, you lost the chance. I tried with the official image, and that was the result in the first part of the video. So if I do one quick suspension, yeah. So yeah, suspension is also 82, same as the other OS. But as you can see, this is 4K 60 Hertz, and it's not stuttering at all. So it is working, and it came with Visual Studio Code apparently. I don't know which browser is here by default. Conqueror? No. Chromium? Okay, keep in mind we are running it at 4K screen resolution. Okay, keep that in mind. So with that in mind, at 4080, so let's go 1080p 60. Okay, yeah, there is not much of a difference between this and the other OS, but big difference between the Armbian and the official images is that at least this one does not stutter or hang. So if you want to use this board, absolutely, I do not recommend the official images. Go with the Armbian one or something else. This is much better than the official images. They just stutter and hang, as you saw that. So go with this, and yeah, looks like this is much better. The only thing is, I just want to show you one more thing. Sys class GPIO. Yeah, there is no GPIO. Okay, there is no GPIO. So GPIO is does not work on this. It's not. I believe they are not done with that. Maybe they will release it later. Currently, as is, I couldn't get it to work. But yeah, everything else seems to be in order, at least in Armbian. But I do not support the official images. All right, let's not make this video any longer. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in another video. By the way, if you have any suggestions for the SPC reviews or tools or tests that you want me to do, please let me know. One more quick last minute. I tested the Wi-Fi on this OS as well. It's same. So it seems like the Wi-Fi is not that capable, just so you know that. Okay, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.